here, and I'm going to be starting a new series where it's basically like gameplay of Fortnite, but I'm going to be telling like some really messed up stuff about some really messed up people that I've witnessed in my lifetime. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So starting off with today's story, I was a young lad. I was 3, being daycared by this girl that, let's call her Karen. Like, I'm pretty sure her actual name was Karen. I don't know. I think it was Kathy. Yeah, let's call her Kathy. Alright, so I was enjoying my day. Dropped off. Sad that my mom's leaving me to go to school. I ended up going over to Kathy's at the end of the day because she was my daycare person. So I was having fun playing with this Shrek doll. And then this little kid decides to bite my back. I start crying. I go to Kathy saying, "Kathy, he just bit my back and it really hurt." And she's like, "Oh, stop whining." Girl, I don't know what you expect me to do about it. I'm like, what, 3? But seriously though, yeah. She was something. Yeah. She was a really nice lady, as you can already tell. Yeah. Sometimes she would even put us in her basement or something like that. Or, yeah, like, seriously, she actually put us in her basement just so she can talk on the phone, thinking that we're gonna remember everything. Yeah, sure. Like, that's gonna happen. I don't even remember barely what she said to me back then. Seriously, one time, I lost a train toy. And I told my mom that I lost it, but then Kathy said, "I have no idea what happened to it." So, yeah. She was a real bitch. Yeah, I said it. Kathy, if you're watching my videos, I don't care if you are, but you were a whore. Yeah, let's just call you that. I'm not going to call you a cunt because I don't like that word at all, even though I say it like all the time. So yeah, that's Kathy for you. So, probably one of the worst people I've ever met. Oh, fuck. But yeah, either way. But yeah, so, yeah, Kathy. Really annoying person. Very strict on rules. Seriously, I would do the simplest thing and she would get all mad. So, yeah, again, that's Kathy for you. And, yeah. What's another thing that Kathy did to me? Oh yeah, so I asked her if I can go outside to play. She lets me. I'm like, I'm really surprised, because normally she doesn't. But she's not watching me, she's not doing any of that. And, yeah, so I'm sitting out there playing Monkey in the Middle with these kids. I have no idea what their names are. And, so yeah, I was playing that. And then they went inside. I'm still outside. I'm like literally in diapers, crawling on the floor, having fun in sand and stuff like that. And, yeah, so then this guy in this white van pulls up. And this is the only time that I'm ever going to thank Kathy in my life. So, he asked me if I wanted a lollipop. Now, this was a guy, like, wearing sunglasses, I'm pretty sure about it. And blonde, spiky hair. And, yeah, out of nowhere, I get picked up, right as I'm, like, crawling towards him. I get picked up really fast. And thank you, Kathy, but you're still a bit of a bitch afterwards. Either way, she saved my life. But then, as I'm inside, I'm in there, I'm put in a timeout for staying outside for too long. How the hell am I supposed to know when to come in when I'm 3? I still hate her very much. But again, thank you. What else? What else did she do to me that terrorized me for my whole life? Oh yeah, there was this time where there was this like fight between me and this kid over a toy, like a regular simple toy. So I was playing with it, this kid out of nowhere just takes it out of my hand. And, yeah, so we get into an actual fist fight at our age. And, yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened. We got into an actual fist fight. Kathy was doing nothing. She was just sitting there, sipping her tea or coffee, whichever one. I don't know. But yeah, so... who else but Kathy? Fudge! Okay, whatever. Seriously though, who else but Kathy? But yeah, so... yeah, we were in that fight for hours. My mom goes through the door. She's all happy to see me, but I'm there with a bloody lip. Puffed up, bloody lip. She asked what was going on, what happened to my son, Kathy. And then she said, I don't know what happened. He just disappeared. Like, he just ran off. I don't know what happened to him. And, yeah. Thanks a lot, Kathy. You got me grounded. I don't even know what from. Because I had nothing really to get grounded from. So, joke's on you, Kathy. Good job. Seriously though, she was a really funny person. It was like a really funny person. For no good reason. Like, the only reason why she was funny because she would let us do stupid stuff and she wouldn't even care. Oh yeah, what else? Oh yeah, this was on my last day there. So it was my last day before school was out for summer. And, yeah, so I went over, I was happy. I was like, yes, my final day here. I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna ever have to see her again. Boom, I was out. Nothing bad happened, which I was relieved. And, yeah, so, yeah, I was pretty happy. But then at the end, she gets confused between which one. Okay, so there's this little kid named Zach who was African with a really cool afro. He was a really nice kid. But yeah, so then she gets confused between me and him because I broke a vase. I even admitted it to her. I said, Kathy, I accidentally broke a vase. And she let me off easy. But then, next thing you know, when Zach is getting picked up, she's telling Zach's mother that he broke a vase. A really expensive one, too. It was, what, 50 bucks? And she asked for 50 bucks over her regular pay to pay for the vase. And I was trying everything in my will to say, no, it was me. But no, all I can get out was, it was, because, like, I didn't know all my words at all. So, like, it would sound like I was Arabic. I would be going, it was me. It was me. And, again. But yeah, nobody knew what I was saying. So, yeah. Talk about racism at its finest level. Alright, anyways. Next story about a different person. So this was my brother's girlfriend, I think. Let's call her Blondie. I'm not actually gonna say her full-on name because she was a real bitch. So, yeah. So, Blondie here, she seems like a really nice person when I met her. But, like, I don't know anything about their relationship at all. But then one day, I figured out that they broke up, and I thought that it was just a mutual thing. But no, they were, like, actually, I wouldn't say breaking up. They were just taking a break. But yeah, it was because Blondie cheated on my brother. So, yeah, cheated on my brother. You can only imagine what a little brother thinks of that. I'm gonna bite the fucking tits off that lady. Yeah, not really. That never actually happened, but there was an attempt to punching her in the face, but then when I realized that they were back together, I got into some serious trouble. But yeah, me and her never really liked each other at all. I honestly hated her. Meanwhile, what happens? My brother gets payback. He was freaking savage. I loved that. And, yeah. After a while, I kept on nicknaming, actually, wait, no, that's a little too personal. Never mind. But yeah, either way. Yeah, my brother got payback, and I was so freaking happy for him. But here's the stupid thing. Blondie literally said to him, why'd you cheat on me? What did I ever do to you? Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I ever heard, okay? Like, seriously, it was honestly hilarious. If you ever seen like a more moody blonde teenager, tell me, because I highly severely doubt it that anybody was worser than Blondie. So yeah, again, nice person, but very. Oh, yeah, seriously though. That was Blondie. What else? Oh yeah, okay. So, one day, my dad moved into this really cool house. I don't really see my dad, but still, it was really cool. And, yeah, I was there one day, and for some odd reason, this lady across the street, let's call her a Karen. You know those really bossy people that are like, let me talk to your manager type? That was her. And, yeah. So, Karen had the guts to come up to our house. And this was like 3 months after he moved in. He has a job. He had a job, everything. He leaves the house regularly. But then, yeah, she, like, always gave my dad the look and stuff like that. And, yeah, one day, we hear this really loud banging on the door. And it was her. It was moody Karen, and she was like, who are you? What are you doing in this house? And my dad, like, calmly said, well, ma'am, I moved in here 3 months ago, and, yeah, I'm Eric. Who are you? And she's like, I'm Karen, but I don't know who you are. I'm calling the police. I think you're just staying in here when you're not supposed to. I don't believe you own this house. So yeah, she marches back to her house. About 15 minutes later, police are knocking on our door. And, yeah, again, my dad answers. Karen is literally in between both of the officers. Let's call them Officer John and, Officer Wick. So, Officer Wick is saying, excuse me, sir, do you have any idea, oh wait, no, sorry. We just received a 911 call saying that you are living in this house when you do not own it. Anyways, do you have any explanation for that, sir? And my dad said, I have the paperwork and everything that says that I live here. If you would like to come in, I can show you it. So yeah, and yeah, Karen thought that we were some random ass drug dealer and stuff like that. Even though that he had a kid with him. Seriously, Karen, nice try for trying to get us kicked out. Yeah, nice job. You didn't do jack shit. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, so they come in, they check the paperwork and everything. They're all, okay, checks out. Thanks for letting us come in. Thanks for not being a hardened criminal. Have a good day, sir. And she's like, what? What are you guys doing? He's obviously a drug dealer. Get him out of our neighborhood. So yeah, they're like, ma'am, it checks out. There's nothing that we can do. So, have a good day. And then she just gives my dad the dirtiest look I've ever seen given to him. She just gives him like this foul scrawl saying, one day, one day you're gonna get it. So yeah, my dad goes on Facebook one day and hops on, and then what do you know? We get invited to a pool party, and yeah, so we all go, and the only person that I don't see going there is Karen. Yeah, Karen was invited, but us. So yeah, the whole conversation was about her. We were like talking and stuff like that. Like, Jesus, is she the worst person in the neighborhood? And yeah, apparently she was. Everybody hated her. She was alone. If anything, I should have been calling the cops on her for thinking that she doesn't live in her own house. Seriously. But yeah, she was just the idiot of the neighborhood. You always have that one person in the neighborhood that always hates everything and stuff like that. She's like one of those employees at Tim Hortons that says, no, McDonald's. Sorry, McDonald's. Oh my god, my brain does not work today. At McDonald's that says, no, we do not serve breakfast at 102. Get out. Type-esque. Yeah, she was a moody, stupid person. Oh yeah, and before you ask, yes, she's blonde. I'm not saying all blondes are stupid, but almost all the time they are. So. That's almost facts that they... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. But yeah, seriously though. She was such a bitch. Seriously, one day, she tried to get the entire neighborhood ganged up to get us evicted. Or, I think it's evicted. I don't know. It might be a different word because it was a house. But, still. Like, and yeah, everybody, the comments completely backfired on her. And, yeah, they all said, why are you trying to do this to them? Leave them alone. He has a kid and everything. He's obviously not a drug dealer. Yeah, seriously. Again, another pool party comes by for the, next neighbor. Like, I don't know why. It's like a tradition thing that they always invite people who are new to the neighborhood to a pool party. Guess who wasn't invited? Karen, again. And yeah, so the guy gets instantly picked on, though. Because Karen comes out, tries to meet him. I think his name was John. Yeah, he was a Muslim guy, too. Named John. That's kind of cool, actually. But still. Anyways, yeah, he was getting picked on by Karen. And he comes over, he's like, hey, do you guys know about this person named Karen? Is she an actual problem in here? And again, same conversation. They're all like, oh yeah, Karen is the bitch in the neighborhood. And yeah, I literally heard that. I literally heard bitch. And yeah, so yeah, Karen is like right next door to these guys too. And yeah, so she comes stumbling over and she's like, what did you just say to me? I'm gonna go to Minto and talk to the manager of the place and get you guys all kicked out of this neighborhood. Yeah. Even though literally the guy who the manager dude of the whole neighborhood thing, like, you know, and how there's always that one guy that checks on everything that you report issues to is like the top. Yeah, she goes over there, even though that she has a lot of reports over her that are actually true and filed. She had one strike left, I think. Yeah, he was giving out strikes to her, and yeah, so she goes over, rushes over. She's like, sir, these people at this pool party are being offensive to me and harassing me. Now, even though she was harassing us first, like, God. Like, seriously though. Like, she goes over there. The manager, oh my god, if you would have heard this, you guys would have laughed your living socks off. He literally said to her, because me and my dad went there because we were witnesses. Like, a witness had to go. Like, because I don't know why. It was like policies and stuff like that. And, yeah. So we went over. And we were shaking our heads behind her and stuff like that. And yeah, the manager said, yeah, ma'am, get out of my office. You're wasting my time. Oh, and her face dropped. If you guys were there again, you guys would have laughed. Like, her face dropped. The mood changed for her scene. She was like, what? What? Okay, fine. I'm not done with you two yet. And he literally said on her way out, don't let the door kick you in the ass while you're leaving. And oh my god, he was savage. And then she rushes back in. She's like, I will call the police on you for harassment. And he said, really? You're the one that's been harassing the entire neighborhood, Mom. And again, I was sitting there laughing, saying, nice try, Karen. Up yours. Get out. Because, yeah, seriously, she got what she deserved. The next day, she comes over. She figures out that I had a YouTube channel, okay? She figured it out. Because I've had this for a while. Long enough apparently for her to know that I had it. And yeah, so yeah, she comes over with a letter saying, this is the CEO of YouTube, and you are officially have to remove your channel, otherwise we will sue you. But yeah, seriously though, what a living cunt. Seriously, like, I literally saw her going back into her house really fast. So, yeah. So then I did the same thing to her. Because me and my dad, we created the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And, yeah, somehow, some way, she figured it out. And, yeah, so, yeah, we went over with a forged letter as well, saying that we were the manager of the neighborhood and that you have officially been evicted. If you do not move out in the next month, you will officially be prosecuted. And oh my god, it was so funny. And eventually that's actually what happened, because I don't know, again, something to do with harassment and racism. Actually, she was messing around with, oh my god, I even forget his name, shit, either way, like, he was like the Indian dude that joined into the neighborhood, and yeah, she was just harassing him, saying like how he was a criminal and stuff like that. Jesus Christ. She was a really dumb person. It's actually really funny, actually. Because, like, she tried so much stuff to get, like, people who even show the slightest bit of laziness, like, kicked out. But yeah, it was actually funny. Yeah, either way, yeah, she sent an apology letter one day, because we were threatening to, like, go to the manager and say that she kept on harassing us, and she, like, we literally told her that at her front step, that, like, we, like, confessed that the letter was forged, but we told her that we would actually go to him if she kept on harassing us. And, yeah, so then the next day we get this apology letter. Like, it was literally slid underneath our door. And, yeah, it was obviously fake. But, yeah, it was, like, really fake. Like, you could really tell. She was like, oh, I am so sorry for the way that I treated you. And stuff like that. It was actually hilarious. God damn it. But yeah, it was, yeah. So, yeah, we didn't say anything. Next thing you know, she harasses us again. And yada yada yada. Next thing you know, she's moving. She's out. Yay! So, that is the story of Karen. Yeah. Real bitch. Now, one more story. Okay, so this is going to be a story about how I, okay, God, this one's going to be hard to tell. Okay, this is going to be the story about how I got slapped in the face by my crush. Yeah. Yeah, her name was Amber. We were in the 3rd grade. Amber, really nice redhead, really cute. And, so yeah, one day, like, it was like the first day of school, she was like the first girl that I laid my eyes on. Really nice person. And, yeah, I was really nervous to go talk to her. Not even nervous, I was terrified. And, yeah, I told everybody, I was like, dude, what's her, like, I asked everybody, what's her name? She's like a goddess. And, yeah, I figured out that her name was Amber. And, So I tried to come up with something like a secret poem type-esque. So I wrote this poem down. It was like, I don't even remember. It had to do with something with fire and how her hair looked fucking awesome. And how it was red like flames, and like my heart would burn with it no matter what. Something like that, yeah. Think of that in poetry. And yeah, she didn't know who it was from. Yeah, but like we had like our like little locker type things right next to each other. And I remember her reading it. She was blushing and everything. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I got her to really like it. I'm so happy. And yeah, I told her that it was me that wrote it, and yeah, she was really glad. She was like, oh, thank you, it's really sweet. So then, it's gym time. Everybody's in the aggressive mood to start playing dodgeball. And yeah, so we restarted to play dodgeball, and I literally saw nothing but red. I was insane at the game. I would like toss the ball really, really hard at people's heads, even though they weren't supposed to, and stuff like that. I was a savage, and if I saw anybody in my crosshairs on the other side, I would whip the ball right at their nose. And yeah, so I have no idea that it's Amber that I'm about to do this to. And yeah, I tossed the ball. And then right as I let go, I was like, oh, shit. And, yeah, so I ended up breaking her nose. And these aren't like your typical dodgeballs. These things are like hard rubber. And they hurt. They sting. And yeah, it made connection with her face. And I literally screamed, oh, fuck. And yeah, so she had a bloody nose and everything, and I was scared if she knew if it was me or not. And turns out she didn't, but yeah, so she comes to school the next day with a bandage around her nose. I go up to her and I say, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to hit it that hard. I didn't even know that it was you, to be honest. And then she literally says, no, you know what? No, I don't accept your apology at all. You broke my stupid nose, even though you weren't supposed to aim for my head. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Just give me a second. Yeah, so, yeah, then she slaps him. Alright, anyways, goodbye. I have to go.